says, what is your experience with dating apps? Have you ever been on one? Hey, God. I promise you, I don't know, but I think I have superpower. I'm not one of those people that feel pressured about marriage or kids. What was your best travel place in 2025? Thailand, and I enjoyed it. Before I clocked 30, I was very anxious. This is the first year that I didn't cry a lot. I don't really have talent like that. I've always loved myself. I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm going to do things I want to do regardless. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Temi Akimbo. If this is your first time ever coming across my face, then you're definitely welcome. I'm about to be your favorite content creator coming 2026, but we're just working on that relationship and eventually we will get there. This video is actually going to be the last video of the Vlogmas series, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the comments, the participation on each and every day that I posted. I really wanted to do like a 25 days of content, but I think that overall I am able to do, I think this is going to make it the 18th video, and that shout out to me. So we're still good over here, and if you have not joined the family, please let this video be your sign to actually join me, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a big goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers before the year ends. Right now we're on 895. I do not know if I'm going to get that, but I have faith because there's nothing what God cannot do. So this video is just going to be me answering you guys' questions, because I did post I think it was a question on the community tab of YouTube where I said you guys should ask me questions and I would answer. Generally speaking, I did not think that people are going to be asking me questions because honestly, I'm not even that big. But then some people actually did ask me questions and I'm super grateful. So I am just going to be answering all the questions. I did not post it on Instagram because I'm not really active on Instagram. The apps that I really use and I'm very active on is TikTok and basically YouTube. Those are my two apps. And TikTok, I don't think that they do like the question tag. So it was just the community tab. And shout out to all of you. So I'm going to be giving you guys the answers of all the questions that you guys asked me today. I'm just going to open my YouTube because I think it's on the post tab. So let's look at that now. So I have 16 questions. I don't think 16 because I replied some of the comments. So I'm going to be starting from the last one to the first one. So the first question says, tips to land a civil service job with a customer service background. Can DM me if you don't want to go into details. Honestly to God, I feel like my job that I got with civil service was just the grace of God. I don't think that I did anything spectacular to get that job. Getting into civil service, this job I applied for it in last year, 2024, and I got it in 2025. All I know and I can remember was I didn't drop my CV. They just needed you to write one exam that I wrote. And the story of how I got that job, I promise you that I don't think that I did anything specific because I didn't have to write mission statement. I didn't have to write all the other things that people always right. All I did was do the test and I got the job. And I guess it's also because it's like the basic. So in civil service, there is HEO, there's EO, and there's AO. So I'm in the executive officer role. So I guess that's why I didn't really do much. So if I want to progress like HEO, then hey, that's when I can tell you that these are the steps that I did, these are the things that I did. But for now, it's just God's grace that I got this job. So I don't know if there's anything special that I did. All I can say is just that I wrote a test and I passed the test. And it took them like a year for them to get back to me, but I'm grateful to God that I did get that job. But if you want to know more, you can always like DM me on TikTok. Somebody says, what is your experience with dating apps? Have you ever been on one? Hey God, if you have been on my TikTok, then you will know that I have so many story time. I don't know if you guys would like me to do like a story time on YouTube because men be going crazy when it comes to me. So I have so many stories. I used to be on Inge before and it was, I mean, I don't think I'm going to say, oh, I did meet some good people. I don't think so. I think that everybody I met on Inge, they always have one problem or the other. I always have story times of men just being men. So I literally deleted the app, but I do have story for days on Inge app. So yeah, I guess the question was, have I been on one? Yes, I've been on one. What is my experience? It's been bad so far. I've not, you know how people say, oh, there is like love. I'd never experienced that. All I just experienced were men just moving mad mostly. The next question says, can you answer questions on graduate job hunting in the UK? I think I'll make that into a separate video. I can make a video about that, but I'll make that into a separate video. Generally speaking, when it comes to career, I don't like to answer questions because I don't think that I'm doing anything special. I just think it's the grace of God that I'm getting to where I am today, especially with like jobs. So when people always ask me things about career, I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm the right person for you to be asking because I'm just winging life as it is. The next question says, not a Q&A per se, but I've been watching you when I was in Kenya and now I'm in the UK. I hope to meet you someday. I'm in love with your content. You guys don't know it, right? But when I see comments like this, it makes me very emotional because I don't think that people watch me, right? I just feel like I'm just one of those people that just post, and people probably just scroll from YouTube analytics, right? YouTube says that people only watch like 1 minute or 3 minutes of my video. So most times, I try to maybe even do 3 minute videos on YouTube because I don't think people watch me. So I think that this is just a sign for me to keep on going. What's her name? My name is Camo. Camo, thank you so much. The next question says, are you enjoying your 30s so far? Do you feel any pressure on having kids and getting married? So before I clocked 30, I was very anxious because I just felt that I am 30. What have I achieved for myself? What do I have to my name? What I really did not even want to clock the age. But now that I'm in the age, I feel like I'm happy that I'm in the age. I'm not one of those people that feel pressured about marriage or kids. I have a different notion, a different thinking for marriage and kids. I probably will dive into that in another video. Am I enjoying my 30s? Yes, I am enjoying my 30s. The next one says, did you eventually find an apartment and are you worried about living alone? If you have been following Vlogmas, you will know that the start of Vlogmas and the major point of the Vlogmas series that I did was me finding an apartment. And I was going to film like another vlog. So yes, I did find an apartment. Yes. So we are actually moving to Liverpool. I'm moving to Liverpool in January. The last part says that, are you worried about living alone? So this is going to be the first time in my life that I'm going to be living by myself. In Nigeria, I stayed in a shared apartment. I moved from a shared apartment and I started staying with my friend. So we shared a flat. I moved to the UK. I stayed in a shared apartment. After shared apartment, I started staying with my friend. So now I'm going to be living by myself in like a self-con apartment. So basically they call it studio apartment in the UK. So it comes with like a bathroom, kitchen, everything inside one building. I'm going to be the sole proprietor of my life now. And I'm very worried about it because I've never done it before. I've just been having thoughts, what if I fall sick? Who will take care of me? What if this? What if that? But I think that 2026 is going to be the year that I get to experience myself. It's scary. Am I worried? Yes, but I know that it's going to be very exciting. I'm going to start like a moving series in another vlog because Vlogmas has ended. So the next series is going to be a moving series. Somebody said, how do you combine your work with content creation? I promise you, I don't know, but I think I have superpowers. I love content creation a lot, right? And it is one thing that I learned about myself is that I actually do love it. So when you love something, you will make time for it. How I do it is that because most times I vlog, I always try to find things in my day that I can vlog. I cannot vlog my workplace because they don't allow cameras, right, in certain areas. When it comes to like sitting down content, I pick a day in the week and I just batch create it. So I think that I have a system, and the editing part of it, what I do is that on the train in the morning, because I spend from Manchester to Liverpool, it's about, I think like 45 minutes or something. I spend that time editing on the train. When I'm coming back again, it takes me, I spend that time editing on the train. When I get to the house, spend that time editing. So I'm able to balance it. And the only reason why I can do that is because I love the craft and I make time for it. The next question says, what is your next travel destination and your dream destination? Let me first answer my dream destination. My dream travel destination is any country that is in Asia. So Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, anything that is in Asia, that's my dream destination. Because I feel like Asia is so beautiful. I've not gone to Japan yet, but I think that that's even my dream destination. But my next travel destination, 2026, is the year that I want to experience Schengen region, right? It's close to me. It doesn't cost a lot for me to go there. So I think it's the year that I actually want to experience Schengen country. So next year, I hope to get like good amount of number of like Schengen visa and experience Schengen. The next question says, what was your best travel place in 2025? Thailand, arguably, that was the best trip that I had this year. You guys, I fell in love with myself. It opened me up to something that I can't explain, right? It was my first solo trip and it was like my gift to myself for my 30th. And I can remember myself being scared because I was saying, oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? But I did it and I enjoyed it. The final and the last question says that what was one lesson you learned from 2025? Lesson that I learned from 2025. Let's think about it. I'm going to say two things that 2025 taught me. One is to trust God. See, your life is not in your hands, it's in God's hands. Like, don't be worried about anything. Just pray about everything. I'm not the most religious person. I don't even see religion and me don't even day, but I learned to trust God. Everything that happened to me this year was God's plan, and I love how it turned out. This is the first year that I didn't cry a lot. Every year I cry so much because I'm always sad, but I don't think I was sad this year, and I'm grateful to God for it. So one thing that I learned from this year is just to trust God. God's timing, God's everything is the best. Any other thing that is not God, I don't know it. And the next thing that I learned is to enjoy my own company and love myself. I've always loved myself. I don't think that I love myself as much as I loved myself this year, because I got to experience myself and I just realized that I can do anything I set myself, and my heart too, because me going on that solo trip is just something that you unlocked to me, and now I want to see the world. And my motto now in life is that I'm not going to wait for anybody. I'm going to do things I want to do regardless. And yeah, I guess that's all the questions, but thank you guys so much for 2025, for the comments, encouragement, people that watch my video, people that subscribe to my video. Thank you guys so much. You made 2025 great for me, and I hope that we do 2026 again. My goal was, I said that when I was going to do this Q&A, I was going to be celebrating 1,000, but I didn't get that right, because I'm making this video on the 24th of December, and it's okay that I didn't get that at 24th of December. All I just know is that 895 is something. I'm very sure I didn't start this year. I can't remember the number that I started this year with, but I'm very sure I didn't start it, but I grew that to this number, and because of that I am grateful. Thankful for the love, thankful for you guys, thankful for the support. You don't understand how much YouTube is one platform that I really want to grow on. And one thing that is very important to me is growing a community of people that actually like me. See, I don't think that I want to go viral. I just want to build people that, you know, every time they see my content, they actually watch my content. That's just all I want. And you guys have done that for me this year. So the people that comment on my post every time, I am grateful. I know some names. Betta is one of those people. There's so many other people, but Betta is somebody that I know I always see her content. And she's also a content creator. So thank you so much, Betta. Thank you so much to every single one of you that showed me love on my video. And I hope that we can do it again in 2026, because 2026, I intend to do a lot of vlogging, and I'm going to be doing a lot of living alone series, because I'm going to be living alone. I am looking forward to it. I'm also still trying to like experiment on what type of content, because people say YouTube is not about vlogs. People don't really know you enough for you to do vlogs, but I don't know what to teach, because I don't really have talent like that. So what can I really teach you guys? But I don't know. I'll figure it out. On that note, this is going to be the last video of 2025, and I'll see you guys in 2026. Thank you guys so much for the love. I can't stop saying thank you. And I hope that we see each other in 2026. And I hope that 2026 is kind to you. It's the year that everything that you want, you get. And I would also say it, put your best into the year. Do everything that you need to do to make it a successful year. And, you know, lock in. In 2026, we're going to reach our goal. Everything is going to work according to the plans that God has set for us. Thank you guys so much again. And I'll see you guys in 2026. Mwah. Bye, guys.